So a new sketch came out recently showcasing the family tree of the Otsutsuki family and where Toneri Otsutsuki, the main villain of the last Naruto the movie, stems from. Now the interesting thing about this is that he actually comes from Hamura's side. Pretty much Hashirama and Madara came from Hagoromo's children. So it was like Hagoromo, then his children, and then so on and so forth to Hashirama and Madara. However, with this one, he's actually on the Hamura, Hagoromo's brother, and we don't know exactly who was in the gap. Like, who were Hamura's son, who was Hamura's grandchildren, and so on and so forth. And it definitely showcases that it ties very well into the whole plot as far as him trying to kidnap a Hyuga. Now, I don't know exactly why he needs this Hyuga or whatever, but you could definitely see that he's more Hyuga-based, because I remember Hamura, I believe he was the one that had the Byakugan, and Hagoromo was the one that had like the Sharingan and all that other shit. So I think that one of the major things I definitely think that it's going to be focused on is the Hyuga, which again is so good because the Hyuga were some of our favorites, especially in part 1. So to see that is actually going to be more focused on is interesting. But it also raises the question, first of all, what in the blue fuck happened to Hamura? How did he die? A lot of people speculated he became the Death Reaper, and ultimately that's how they were able to seal Kaguya Otsutsuki away, their mother. And I think one of the major things is that it definitely opens some possibilities, because if you have Hamura's lineage, and some of them probably were, I'm guessing, under the evil spell, it also makes you wonder, was Hamura evil at some given point? Why did Toneri pick up these ideals only from Kaguya? It would make you wonder, did Hamura eventually stray and kind of get evil as well, or was he planning something all along? Could Hamura be involved in this film? Maybe Toneri is following directions from Hamura himself. Maybe Hamura is still alive, because at the end of the day, being immortal isn't out of the equation when it comes to Naruto. For all we know, Toneri's trying to bring back Hamura, or Hamura's already around and he's in an Edo Tensei form. Definitely makes you wonder exactly why is Toneri doing all this. If Hagoromo was a good person, and seemingly Hagoromo and Hamura sealed their mother because they were good people, where would he get these fucked up ideals from? And manga readers are going to know what I'm talking about when I say that I definitely feel this movie is going to help to develop Naruto and Hinata's relationship, because from what I've seen thus far and some leaked out drawings, if you've seen the video that I talked about where all the sketches were released as far as art goes for the characters, there was one where it looked like Hinata was either in some wedding dress or something like that, and I'm guessing what happened is Toneri probably is trying to marry her, because there's actually a scan that they released where it looks like Toneri is like holding Hinata close to him and Naruto's trying to get back to her. So what I'm guessing is, for whatever reason, Toneri wants a Hyuga to basically be his bride, and possibly it could be that he wants to continue the lineage of, you know, Hyuga, or he has a plan to do something as far as using their eyes together. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that this movie, one of the best things that it could do is definitely help to solidify their relationship and show the development of Naruto and Hinata, what made them closer. I think this could be one of the big things that actually made them get close. And to be honest with you, I know this is a little off topic of the Toneri thing, but I hope we get to see Naruto and Hinata's first kiss in this one. It would be very appropriate and a nice little end to the Naruto movie franchise. And also, again, if it's a story of love, then a kiss ain't out the question. Although I wonder if Sakura is going to get her kiss from Sasuke. Doubtful, although salad. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that briefly, because it definitely opens up possibilities. And I mean, at the end of the day, you can't really argue 100% that Hamura might have been evil or anything, because Hagoromo seemed to be a good person, and look what happened. He gave birth to one good child and one child that, you know, was kind of fucked up in the head and started all this shit. So it could be that Hamura gave birth to a couple of children as well, gave birth to one child that ultimately was shitty, and then it went down the road from there. You can't argue completely that Hamura is evil. And again, Toneri seems to be like he's worshipping Kaguya's balls, so for all we know, he could just be that he's a fucked up shithead. And yeah, he just so happened to come from Hamura's lineage. So let me know what you guys think about this. First of all, what do you think about him being related to Hamura? You think there's a possibility Hamura could be in this movie? I definitely want him to be mentioned. And also, do you think that this movie could be a really good thing as far as showcasing Hinata and Naruto's development as a couple, and ultimately where it leads to for the last chapter 700? Because in case you don't know, this takes place between chapters 699 and 700 of the manga. And your overall thoughts, but that's all I have for this quick one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.